Welcome to Brad's Cruise Vacations 101. This is a series covering the basics for first-time cruisers still getting their sea legs. I want to make sure your first cruise is easier, smarter, and way more fun. Quick tips, real talk. Be sure to like and subscribe to get more of these tips in the future. I hope you love talking about cruise ships. I love talking about cruise ships, so let's just dive right in. So you've picked your cruise line. Great. If not, I'm going to add a link to one of my previous Cruise Basics 101s where I cover the general vibe of various mainstream cruise lines. But if you're ready to decide on a ship, here's the thing to keep in mind. The ship that you choose will completely change your experience, even within the same cruise line. Here's how to figure out what type of ship is right for you. Let's start with these big ones, the class of mega ships. These are those floating cities, like Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas or Star of the Seas, some of the largest cruise ships in the world. They have zip lines, surf simulators, entire neighborhoods on board to explore. Carnival's Mardi Gras even has a roller coaster. If you want constant entertainment, love the idea of exploring a theme park at sea, these ships are perfect for you. The flip side, however, with 5,000 or 6,000 passengers on board, the buffet at noon is going to be quite an adventure, and finding a deck chair could be a bit of a challenge. Let's move on to mid-sized ships. Ships. Mid-sized ships. This is the sweet spot for a lot of cruisers. Ships like Celebrity's Apex or Norwegian's Encore give you a wide variety of restaurants, great entertainment, and modern design, but without that overwhelming feeling. You'll get plenty of options for food and drink, and you'll have lots of places to hide if you need to. You also can learn your way around the ship without dropping breadcrumbs to find your cabin late at night after too much to drink. Moving into the smaller ships, these are going to focus less on those water slides and more on the destination. Think of the ships of like Holland America or Oceania. Fewer flashy activities, a more quiet charm, and a closer connection with both crew and your fellow passengers. Perfect if you're cruising for the scenery, the history, or the culture, and you don't need a climbing wall to have the fun. Here are a few other things that I think first-timers don't always think about. How about the itinerary fit? If you're sailing the Caribbean with lots of sea days, a mega ship gives you endless things to do. If you're going somewhere like Alaska or Europe, ships with observation lounges, more outdoor viewing space, those are going to be the big difference. You don't need a water slide if you're in Alaska, for example. How about the crowd factor? A mega ship can hold 6,000 passengers, while a smaller ship will only have maybe 2,000. That changes everything. The lines, the vibe, even how quickly you can get on and off the ship in port. Next is the entertainment and the dining. Bigger ships are going to bring on Broadway shows, they're going to have more specialty dining space. Smaller ships lean more towards intimate performances, traditional dining spaces. Neither is wrong, it's just up to what you prefer. Cabin variety can make a difference as well. Larger ships usually have more options like a studio or a family suite and those specialty balconies. Smaller ships are going to have fewer choices, but it's going to be a more consistent experience. We'll dive into picking your cabin and your itinerary in another episode, but just know that ship size plays a role. And one last thing, age of a ship definitely has an impact. A brand new ship is going to come with the latest cabins, slick design, and better technology. An older ship might still have questionable couch patterns on the stateroom couch. But don't write off those older ships. They're often cheaper, and if they've been refurbished, they can be a fantastic value. My personal advice, if you're not sure what you want yet, it's hard to go wrong with something like Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas or NCL's Encore. They both offer a little bit of everything, so you can figure out what you enjoy most, then use that to guide your next cruise. Now I want to hear from you all. What ships are you considering for your first cruise? And if you're not a first timer, what was your first ship? For me, it was a Carnival ship back in the 80s. Here's a picture of me on the ship. Grow a beard, buddy. So that's it for this lesson in Cruising 101. Next up, we're going to talk about some things like the cabins and itineraries, so be on the lookout for those updates coming soon. Hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming trip reviews or other tips that I'm going to provide, and let's enjoy this adventure together.